Hey y'all, welcome back to Christina's room. Okay, so I just want to jump right into the topic of discussion, which I mentioned in the last video, which is why DaBaby? Why? Okay, so we all know that there were some comments that were made during the Rolling Loud performance that occurred in Las Vegas from DaBaby himself. Personally, I am a fan of DaBaby. I do like his music. I'm not a crazed fan, but I can go with the music. I rock with the music. I got a couple of his songs on my playlist, not even gonna lie. But let's just get on a little bit of a serious note about DaBaby and some of the comments that he made. First and foremost, I do want to say that I do not agree with the way he presented his opinions, if that's what you want to say. I don't think it was the right time or place, nor do I feel it was thought out in what he was saying. I don't think that he was aware of the fact that he possibly could be saying something that could offend a lot of people, because we all know that AIDS is a very sensitive and has been an ongoing pandemic for a very long time. And I just think that he wasn't making the best decision by saying something as a public figure and not thinking that it possibly could be offending some people that, don't have control of certain illnesses or things that happen to them. And, sometimes you just have to be careful, especially if you're a celebrity or somebody in the limelight or a public figure, what you say, because even though to you it might not seem offensive, to other people, you never know what a person has gone through. You never know if a person has lost someone because of that sickness. You just gotta be mindful and thoughtful, a little bit more open-minded and thoughtful to respecting people's values or feelings or morals or what have you, whatever it may be. But just to go back to it, at the same time, I do feel like, people don't say things just to say things. It does seem a bit interesting that he just felt the need to express himself at a very, broad stage and performance and audience of all kinds of people. Sometimes it just makes me think why people do the things and say the things they do. And most of the time, a person has reason behind why they do things or say things they do, the things that they do. It might not be necessarily good at the time, but maybe he had an intention. Maybe he was trying to possibly expose something that maybe we as the people, as the audience, might not know about. Maybe something personal with him. Maybe there was something that he felt at the time he needed to say, which we as the people don't think it was appropriate. But maybe in his mind, he was thinking that he was going to open up some type of a topic of conversation for a reason, which we don't know that reason, of course. But at the same time, I would like to know you guys' opinions on this as far as public figures and celebrities. Sometimes do you think maybe they get to a point in their career where they feel kind of like untouchable and able to just say what they want to say without thinking about the consequences later? Or, maybe thinking that because they're such a public figure or because they're at the peak of their career or what have you at this point, that they're able to say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do and kind of get away with it. At the same time, like I said, I want to say this again. I don't want anybody to be offended. I'm not saying that I agree with anything. I definitely have my opinion to his statements. I don't agree with the fact that he mentioned AIDS in any form. I don't know why that was even mentioned at a concert. Let's first and foremost go there. Nor the fact about men being gay and performing, fellatio services, as he's kind of stated in a more cleaner fashion. I don't know what that has to do with the music or the concert at the time. So it is kind of interesting to find out if maybe he was trying to do this to cause some type of controversy because he was going to put out either a song or the new video that he just dropped. I can't even remember the title, so forgive me for, even mentioning without knowing what the title of the song is. But I know he did just put out a new video where it kind of referenced him mentioning what he mentioned about the AIDS reference during the performance at the Rolling Loud concert. But I just would like to get you guys' opinion on this. It seems to happen often where, to be kind of biased, if a person does decide to speak on something about homosexuality, it does seem to get taken it does seem to get taken to an extreme form at times without it being explained to maybe why a person feels the way that they feel. I think that every single person is entitled to feel and every single person is entitled to an opinion. I just think that you have to be respectful and mindful of what you say and also be ready for the consequences that can come behind what you say. If you're bold enough to just say, hey, I'm going to say what I want to say and nobody is going to stop me from saying what I want to say, I'm who I am and I can say what I want, F what everybody else think, then be prepared for those consequences behind that. So I think it also touches on your character and your heart. Like, you can be the type of person that's like, hey, I stand on what I stand on and I speak my mind. But there's also an appropriate way to speak your mind. There's also a time and a place to speak your mind. And if you're going to speak your mind about something that could possibly offend someone or be turned into an offensive statement or action, I think you should always present yourself to saying something or acting out something in a manner that it doesn't get taken out of context. So that way nobody is feeling disrespected or offended at the end of the day, because we're all people, we're all human beings, we all have feelings. Everyone is entitled to live and do and be with whom they choose to be with. Everyone on this earth is not here to judge anyone, because none of us walk around here perfect. So with that being said, let's just see what you guys have to say. You can tap in below and drop some comments. Like I said, just be mindful of what you comment. Let's not offend anybody. Let's be respectful of everybody's beliefs and opinions. And, let's just see what everybody's going to have to say. I'm really interested on you guys' comments about this because it's been such a trending topic like all week. I've just been seeing it all over social media, Instagram, Facebook. And I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in on it, but like I said, I am a fan of DaBaby, so I think he did a great job performing. I think he's an amazing artist and he's very talented, but I do think sometimes you just have to stay in a certain lane just to maintain. Let's keep it that way. All right, I love y'all. Peace. Drop them comments below.